Hey lady fans, how you guys doing? Legend Vash
Sam the Manga Man.
and we are back. As you see from the title card, the title and everything, we're back from doing an anime movie review. And for the second filmography of Mamoru Hosoda, aka Summer Wars, that he directed, screenplay, and writer of the film Summer Wars. And it's my first time reviewing it, and it is his
Third time.
And guys, this is gonna be a spoiler review film. If you haven't seen it, goddamn, I don't know why I'm naming the game after 10 years. Literally 2019, this is my first time watching this film.
And I keep telling him about this movie.
And he bought it for me as my Christmas gift. So first time watching it and everything. So that was a beautiful film. His phone fell. So let's get that out of the way. Other than that, guys, beautiful film. Let's get into it.
Alright, first, we saw Hosoda's most recent movie, Mirai.
My first time, well, technically I did see Digimon as my first film of his.
Yeah.
But it's been too many years, so technically I will count Mirai as my first filmography that I could remember of his film.
We could say first of the decade?
First of the decade, technically, yes, of my into it. So that was a beautiful way to get into it. Then we're gonna, which was funny, Mirai is his first latest film, and we're gonna down the list.
Yeah.
And seeing Summer Wars is a nice into it because
it's like 10 years. Maybe not exactly 10 years, but
less than 10
years.
I'm about to hit 10 this year, and because it came out in August, so in August will be 10 years. August 1st it came out, and it was beautiful, well done film.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, it still holds up to this day, and I remember watching this in Toonami, and it was great. I stayed up every Saturday just to watch it, and it was good. And when it just comes on, I have to watch it.
I don't know how I missed it, but who knows? But we finally got to it, and just kept talking about it. Like, I see the way he does his film.
Yeah. Okay, so since we've seen Mirai and now we've watched Summer Wars, how would you compare going into Summer Wars back now than it was going with Mirai?
With Mirai, it was a slow build up. Not that I hated the film, it was slow build up.
That's true.
I went to my phone twice in the beginning of the film, but seeing the middle and third act of the film, you see how he does his styles. Seeing into Summer Wars, my second film into his filmography, I could tell how he does his storylines. It's not a punch to the gut in the first part of the film, and then take you on the ride and take you on the adventure, then throw you out the roller coaster, and then that's how some films are. His style of films is putting your seatbelt, taking a ride, 10 miles per hour,
that's fine,
on the road, and then after that,
highway,
expressway, then he puts you in a rocket ship, and then it just throws you in orbit, and that's how the ride is. That's what it feels like, because it's very slow pace. From his two films I have seen, very slow pace, Act 1 and Act 2. But once you get to Act 2, at the end of Act 2, you get to the climax. You get to the granny scene. You get to the speech. You get to that speech is freaking beautiful. And then you get to the third act. It's fast pace, with the kids screaming, the family getting all together, and the family running away from the orbit, trying to get destroyed and everything. So I find that all beautiful, and the way Summer Wars storyline is, and the animation, the fight scene, and the Digimon without the Digimon. Shout out to George for that, and his article on the geeksygamers.com, because it's amazing for what it was and what it is without the Digimon, and feeling that Digimon flavor.
Agreed. So since you're talking about animation, I know there was like a little animation that wasn't fully there, like it wasn't the best of drawings, but you know, it's okay, you could go past it. But then when it comes into the digital world, their own internet online digital world of Digimon, it looked great animation. What were your thoughts? Was it a turn off for you, or was it worked pretty well?
Seeing that animation, I love it, because one, is simple. Something that we actually, after the film, we saw the director's interview, and something I love about his quote and his line that he said, simple animation is the best type of animation. Because when you have inconsistent animation in one episode, in one storyline, it's more to pop out, more to be drawn out, and it shows the audience to see that it wasn't finished, it wasn't almost done. Sorry, they will say it was almost done. it wasn't finished product. And that's the worst thing to say about your film. Because to say that, for example, to Heroes, you could tell many scenes were not done animated. But if they were given the extra 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe it could have been done more beautifully. And that's why I'll give it to his quote, and I love that quote, to say that the film, animation, when it's more simple, is more consistent, and that I love.
That's true, very true. I want to bring up one of the scene of a speech, especially from the grandma's letter from the film when she passed away.
She was beautiful.
The letter to her family. Never turn your back on family, even when they hurt you. Never let life get the better of you. And if you remember nothing else, remember to find time to eat together as a family. Even when times are rough, especially when times are rough. There's no lack of painful things in this world, but hunger and loneliness must surely be the two of the worst. Thanks to you, my precious family, I didn't know a moment of either of those the last 90 years. Love you.
That to me was a beautiful scene, because that really not closed the gap, but it hooked me more to the film. I was already enjoying the film and everything. I was having a good time, but once I read that granny speech, it really hooked me in to the film, where it grasped me to, wow, like, damn, this film really touched my fucking goddamn heartstrings. Because to know that this film, when Sam told me in the beginning before we saw the film, he's about family, like, it looks like all cartoony type of Digimon type of characters, art style, like, seems like it's hard to really realize is all about family, like aka from Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious franchise and everything, or most anime shows or about family, aka fairy tale and everything. But when you really think about this core about the film, it's really dead ass about family, like of how the whole family tree about this own family. God damn, when he was his the fake fiance, he had to learn who's who and who's cousin, who's the aunt, who's the grandson, who's the son and cousin. I got lost in myself. I would have been like, you know what, guys, I will meet you and I'll get to know you day by day. Right at the table? No, let's just eat. That's what I would have dead ass cut them off and be like, yo guys, I'm sorry, but let's just eat and I get to know you day by day. Because that family tree lost me immediately.
It was a long tree.
It was a long tree. So I find that beautiful in storytelling and animation wise, because it's all the small comedic moments that makes it special. And to bring it back with the grandma speech, is how it shows you that if you didn't connect with the family first, that speech would have not made it more impactful than what it was when it punched you in the gut.
I agree. Obviously, definitely agree. The lesson really was all about family. Even no matter how much they hurt you, and no matter how much you hurt them, you would never want the worst. You would never want the worst thing to happen to them, especially not death. Like, you don't want them to die. They don't want you to die. But you know, you're still family. You're not even. You don't have to be blood to be family. You can just be brothers in arms.
And that's something that I agree with what the grandma said, or any type of culture or family from what I have met. You know, just all type of good families or bad, because you know, just some family has been through a lot of shit. But most families that I've met and I've gone over their house, every one of them have offered me food to stay, eat some food. Even Sam could say, like, in my own household, they also offer him food and everything. It's because that's how family is raised, and family trees have gone through, because they have known what's hunger, what's loneliness, and that's the two things I took out from this speech of hers. And it was the most important, because that's something that every human being has gone through. Hunger, not having food, not having money to buy the food. When you move into your first apartment, you don't have the money to afford your first food. You only have the money to first afford the rent or something. So I find that beautiful. And the part of loneliness, every human being, no matter who you are, rich person or poor person, have gone through loneliness, and I find that beautiful, because I've gone through loneliness in my time. And having friends like Sam, or the people that we work for or that we have been with, I find that so much beautiful of what that speech impacted, and I could connect to. So that's why I find it very impactful, those two words, and it was very beautiful.
Alright, I want to get another question. Summer War had a simple story, but it had a good, strong build all around it. Well, is that the would you say that's the best direction to do and to direct a movie, or do you have something in mind when you are become a director, you have a different way to direct a movie, a different pace in a way, or say?
Mamoru Hosoda is definitely becoming an idol for me, and I definitely want to continue reviewing his
other works,
his other filmography, and definitely continue analyzing. Definitely will be having another rewatch of Summer Wars, because the way he writes his work and directs it, he doesn't put so much thought to it. He makes it so simplistic, and I find that beautiful word for it.
I agree.
Because when you have, I'm a person, you can't say I overthink shit way too much. But seeing a director like that, just thinking about life so simple, like I bet you he could write a story about a freaking tree, and he did.
Technically,
he did.
Technically, he did.
In my head, it came from the example, but then I'm like, wait, contradicted. He did.
He technically did.
So, great analogy, Miguel. Woo, just step my own toe right there.
I want to add into more of the simple how he got his ideas of video games and other stuff was seeing his wife playing on a DS. Yes, a DS.
And you saw that in the film so much, and the flip phones. And I was telling Sam, like, yo, why don't they have iPhone? But like, wait, they do have iPhones, but during that time,
it's
people
like the big bulgy.
And the big bulgy iPhone, not the slim.
Yeah.
iPhone 10 we have now, and probably if YouTube still exists 10 years from now, iPhone 10 is so outdated by then. So I'm like, what? And then seeing a flip phone, like my first phone was a flip phone, and I hated it because to tap in the keyboard, and then me imagining, like me imagining in that world, that girl doing the whole game in the keyboard like this. I would have given up. I was like, somebody have better fingers than me, because no, I would have said, yo, alright, so let's play this over the phone, my dude. I cannot do this AI game, no. So like, I give her props to the main character, or the main co-op character, the girl who did such a fantastic job beating the AI in the freaking flip phone, because I give her props. I would have switched to a DS long time ago. I'm like, yo, can I get somebody else DS? Alright, let's do this much better. Alright, DS time. Nah, that flip phone, I would have given up on it. Oh.
Alright, another one. What did you thought about the fight scenes in this movie?
Oh, the fight scenes were A1. It reminded me of some Kung Fu, not Rock Lee, the actual Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I was close with a Lee. Bruce Lee come back with his comedic films, when he was going to hi-ya, like all the times with his films, was very beautiful done, where it felt like a transition into his animated Summer Wars. Fight scenes, choreography was so done well, and the bunny fighting the AI Shield dude, the Shiva, it was amazing, because it reminded me when he did his Digimon film. That world was so similar, just better animated, from that 1999 film to literally 10 years later, 2009 film.
And so we saw Mirai. Well, we're gonna see something in 2000. We saw Mirai in 2018, but
so it was well done. 2009 film and 1999 film.
20 years.
And 10 years later, where the film is the same concept story of how some world was about to be destroyed, but then it's done by a interdimension cybernetic world. So beautifully done, and choreography is. And the last punch really was beautiful. Impacted you how this kid lost both rounds, but he technically could have won the first rounds because the kids were distracting them. And the second time, he just lost because he was trying to save his own mom and his sister, that was newborn sister that was about to be born. And the third round was an impactful punch, like, this is for my family and this is for you, taking advantage of all these users and using it as power, but me, it's all about skills. So that was beautiful.
Beautiful moment. I want to ask you also about the score and the music of this.
Oh my god, Sam knows.
You know we were gonna get to this.
Sam knows how much. Sam knows how much I am of a score guy. And once I direct my film in the future, hopefully guide and everything, or universe and everything, hopefully I could direct an anime film. I want to hire the best score guy, because I want my film to be done by a beautiful score. I want people to know what score is and everything, because damn, Mirai, beautiful score. But I'll give it over Summer Wars. I'll give Summer Wars over Mirai as score wise, because god damn, that film was beautiful score. Like Me and Sam had the film while we're getting our notes done, and just have it like on this main menu, and we're having it there just for a good 10 minutes, just get our notes done. And I was having a same score going. I'm like, damn, this film is good. Just hearing the same score going on, and I'm like, wow, this shit's amazing. I literally want to download it on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever, just hear it on the train now, because it's beautifully done, and it's amazing. Like, the way he makes his film from what it seems like a 3 years process is the storytelling, the animating part, the directing part, the score part. Like, I wonder how he makes it. Like, is it himself timing it each 3 years, or the process that he gives himself each year for something, 6 months for something? Like, I really wonder now. Like, the more I see his filmography and get to know more about him, makes me want to just interview him and go into his head and know his knowledge of what his process has been in the past 20 years or the past less than 30 years. So all the works as a key animator, all the storytelling, all the directing process is amazing. Like, I could go on for this more, 10 minutes more, but we don't want to make this too long.
Oh yeah, I agree. The music, the score, fantastic, and it still holds up till this day.
It does.
I think we're really all out of questions. We really can't wait to do more of Mamoru Hosoda's movies.
I have no cons.
Really?
No
Even
cons.
with the animations. Well,
The animation, like the animation, I would not give that a con because I respect it because that's a 2009 time.
Okay.
Like as much as that we 20 years from now, 30 years from now, animation will be more times better. But you will have to see it from a perspective of a point of view where if you're sitting down in a 2009 year and still watching this as a fresh new film, and that's why I would not give it discouraged. And the animation was very consistent. That's why I don't ask for it. Like for other films like Two Heroes or One Piece films, or like that are always inconsistent with the key animator scenes. But this is the same scenes, the same style, the same everything, and it's detailed to the max. That's what I love about it, and that's what I love about Mamoru Hosoda. Quote: key is simple, and that's what it should be.
Can't agree more. That's a great part. Great way to say it. Great way to end it. And we can't wait to watch more of his movies. I think the next one we're gonna do is Wolf Children's.
And we will do his other films, his other two left, Wolf Children and The Girl That Leaped in Time.
And
so
The Boy and the Beast.
The Boy and the Beast too. So those three will be coming out eventually. We don't know when, but if you guys want them more pronto, comment down below. Like the video, because those will help us. And also subscribe. That's the most important key for us, guys. We gladly appreciate that for you subscribing. And let us know your thoughts. And how did it impact for you the Summer Wars, and how did you feel about it, and how many times have you watched it? Because this is definitely gonna have a rewatch from me on my side, because goddamn it needs it, because this is what it would be. The cult. It's a Digimon without the Digimon films. Without the Digimon characters, guys. Other than that, follow us on the social media outlet right there on the right side, guys. And other than that, we have a podcast, Anime Leader Podcast, on Podbean and iTunes, respectfully, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Have a good year of 2019. And guys, hashtag some wars. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
5 out of 5. Forgot to say that.
5 out of 5.
Take care.